Uh, that elevator needs a key, Mr. York.
Do you have one?
Actually, no. I didn't think you'd ever want to go down there. So I didn't bother to go and get one.
Well, then would you go and get one now?
Yeah. COG, I know. I'll tell it to him straight. Thing is, Mr. York, you know the Clarksons? The folks who own this place? Well, they don't do much like the police. They sure as hell don't like them when they're my color.
Okay. So this is our first, like, official confirmation that, yeah, Swery is aware that racism is a thing, especially in the Deep South, and it needs to be talked about. So, respect to that. I don't know how in-depth he's going to be, but I think this is the first line where it is flat out being said, yeah, Clarksons are effing racist.
It was, real hard
So,
for me to get permission
all right.
to open up this place for you to search through. So they ain't gonna be too happy if I go back to them now, asking for another key.
What should we do then?
Let's just find a worker here who can lower the elevator for us instead. All they need to do is take a break from their work for a couple minutes.
And what am I supposed to do? Just stand here and pretend like nothing's happening?
Yeah, you FBI folks are good at that, right? That's always what I see you doing on TV.
So I'll just stand here pretending nothing's happening, I guess. I could beat up one of the workers, but I'll get fined $300.
Think you two can go and figure something out? I'll search around here in the meantime. I believe in you. I know they didn't make you a special agent for nothing.
Ow. Oh, missed that. Alright. But Patty's not coming with me. Okay. I'm gonna try not to punch him, but I can show him what I'm capable of. Do you fear me? Tough customer.
Zach, I think we can move this. Better check back here as well, just to be on the safe side.
I know how to move it. Dang it. Ah, okay. Wow, York was a lot stronger back in the day, wasn't he? Takes forever to move empty boxes in Deadly Premonition 1. Although, oh, it's on wheels, okay. Whoops. Probably get fined for that if I go too far with it. Dang it, is this going to be a sliding puzzle? Forgetting which one is the sprint button. Oh, I can even punch with my gun out. I just keep forgetting what the sprint button is. How do I put this away? Okay, I think I just have to leave it alone for a little bit. Oh, to the left. I'm an idiot. Truly the hypest gameplay. Okay. Puzzles. Clever, clever. I am completely lost. I don't know where we are anymore. Yeah, I've already been here. I found nothing. Okay, there's more. Yeah, I am the strongest. No, bring it back now. Yeah, eyeballs! Every time I see it, I'm gonna love it. Got a black bass tail. Sure, that was worth it. I'm hoping these are shortcuts. Dang, I keep forgetting all the buttons. Is this... Yeah, okay, alright. We've crafted a shortcut.
Zack, the human ability to adapt is a frightening thing. Some humans have the power to sleep anywhere as long as they set their minds to it.
I guess I'm just gonna steal a key!
Now we should be able to operate the elevator. No need to worry. This facility no longer has a body to steal. What else do they have to lose? I feel bad for him, but it's for the sake of the investigation. I'll write him a letter of apology later.
Also, we could just put the key back if he's still sleeping. I was curious if that would wake him up. But nope, we're good. Let's go.
Mr. York, did you find a key? Ha! Now that's my special agent. There ain't no stopping you. Want to head straight down?
You bet. Let's sally forth, Melvin.
Ooh, this is creepy. This would be enemy combat music if this were Deadly Premonition 1. But no,
Zack,
looks like that was just elevator music. Is it a 0?
0 degrees
There we
Fahrenheit.
go.
Or minus 17.7 degrees Celsius. This is the ambiguous 0.
Hey, Avery! Open the damn door, Avery! It ain't no use, Mr. York. Once Avery starts working on something, that's all he sees. He just tunes out everything else. We'll have to wait until he finishes and comes out to us, I reckon. Or we can come back tomorrow.
I disagree, Melvin. Time may be on our side, but that doesn't mean we should waste it. You gave me Mr. Alligator precisely for moments like these, didn't you?
I'm gonna shoot that man in the head.
Wait, Mr. York! Those
With a rubber
tranquilizers
bullet.
may be non-lethal,
Yeah.
but it's still dangerous to use them on humans.
Swear he did his research.
Of course, Melvin. I never said I was going to shoot him.
You're gonna shoot some meat to get his attention.
Oh yeah, I'm
right,
gonna
ain't I?
shoot some meat. I mean, yeah. Yep.
I lent you Mr. Alligator for self-defense, but if you end up hurting a civilian, you can bet you'll be hearing from me.
I appreciate that. That he really does want to protect his folks. He didn't hear the gunshot, but he heard the alligator head fall down. Also, not 10 feet tall, but this is a pretty big guy, it looks like.
This is Mr. York, an agent from the FBI.
Hi, Avery. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
York? You a smarty pants, hmm?
Avery Smith.
He's shyer than he looks. Come on, just settle down, Avery. Tell him what this here place is for.
That's just rolling
Lots
around.
of expensive food here. Yeah. Mighty precious to the Clarksons, so I gotta guard it.
I see. So you're this area's keeper.
Oh, I help with the research too. I do like research.
Research? What are you talking about, Avery? This doesn't look like a lab to me.
Oh, ain't no lab. It's a warehouse. Ain't no lab. Smarty pants scientist does the research. I ain't no smarty pants, no.
He's a bit slow in the mind, but he ain't a bad guy. Your story about the giant who carried Lisa out. Don't tell me you think it's him. I mean, it's true that he's free to come and go as he pleases in this warehouse, but...
No, as far as I can tell, he's just a bit over 6'5". The one who
Wait,
moved
6'5"?
Lisa's body
How short is
He's
York?
10 feet tall. He's clearly too short.
Too short, huh? Well, if you ever happen to find a man who
It
makes
looks like
him
he's
look
3
small,
feet taller than
I'd
York.
sure like
What
to
do you mean
meet him.
6'5"?
Lease.
Cut it out!
Don't like that.
Lease? Why?
Avery, that's not Lise.
Not lease?
This is Melvin's daughter, and my precious assistant. Unfortunately, Elise is no longer with us.
Lease. Lease. My fault. My fault.
I guess he's sort of like Lise, you know? See, the poor fella's got himself a child like mine. You know how normal kids tease other kids in order to get attention? Well, with this big lug, sometimes folks who don't know him too well see something and end up calling the police. But I know that deep down, he's got a good heart. Hey, Mr. York, I'll keep him busy, but I'd appreciate it if you'd hurry this particular inspection along. Just holler at me if you find anything. I reckon that'll make it easier for you to go do your thing, yeah?
Melvin, I think you're finally starting to catch on.
Leave me alone when I want to do my own thing. Flying serpent could be an alligator that's just hanging up. So we'll go look at that one last.
I'll keep an eye on him while we're here. Just relax, Avery. We'll get out of your way as soon as we're finished.
And Dewey. Now here's some real Cajun cuisine. The way these sausages are linked up, they almost look like a serpent, but it's hard to imagine them fly. Let's move on, Zach. There are torn off claws and legs scattered all over the ground. I doubt they'll fly anytime soon. I can't tell which ones are from crawfish and which parts are from shrimp. How about you, Zach?
I can't believe I'm playing a Deadly Premonition game.
Cans of Holy Trinity paste. Onions, bell peppers, and celery.
Oh, Beautiful.
absolute
Onions,
basics
bell
for any
peppers.
Cajun
Celery's
dish.
good too, but mwah.
This product combines them all into some sort of paste.
Oh, I would just drink that.
People actually buy this garbage? Even the name sounds idiotic. Zach, I just made an eternal promise with myself. If I ever happen to come across any food prepared with this paste, I vow to never call it Cajun food.
It may not be truly Cajun, but onions and bell peppers just eternally mixed together. Glorious.
Frozen oysters. Personally, I'd rather have a cocktail filled with fresh ones. We hunt for more materials than we can eat, and freeze them over long periods of time. The human race gives terror a whole new meaning.
That's an interesting, like, thought process. The reason we did it, or at least started doing it, was because, like, we won't have food in the winter, so we need to get more now. Nowadays, we're pretty well set.
Avery, this box looks special.
Locks and food.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Bought
train
that
of thought.
home.
Melvin, is this the Clarksons' family crest?
Oh, the dragonfly? Yeah, that's the Clarksons' mark, all right. Ain't no big deal, though. You can find those all over town.
Is that so?
Well, yeah. They pretty much run all of this town's major industries. Yeah. I do believe they own just about everything there is to own. So their word is law. They got the whole darn town tattooed with their dragonflies. Can't even walk a few steps without seeing one.
Zach. this
Dang it, I was going to look at the
dragonfly is a
flying
flying
little
serpent.
alligators on the wall.
The flying serpent owns this town. They're related to Lise Clarkson, our victim. And Hoongan's
Literally
oracle
related.
pointed us toward their family crest. The Clarksons must be deeply intertwined with this case. Melvin, Patricia, I think I've had enough of this frozen world. Let's head back out to that merciless sun. Well, what are you waiting for? I can't bear to spend another second down here.
So, what do we do now, Mr. York?
Zach and I will take things from here.
Then what should I do?
Tend to your sick wife? I don't know. You're free to do as you please.
You could go hang out with that stupid wife of yours. It's up to you.
I'll stop by the sheriff's office when I need your help again.
I suppose that's what I'll do then. It'll sure make Candy happy. But I am the sheriff of this town, so I do intend to get some work done. I know. How about I search for Lisa's body while you're busy?
Not a bad idea. Just be careful that you don't get attacked by a barefooted giant.
Hey, don't scare me like that. Why do you keep talking about that giant anyway? You really think some giant was responsible for all this?
Melvin, don't be silly. Of course I do.
You really believe that a 10-foot giant is walking around? Don't be silly, Melvin. Of course.
Just when I thought you were starting to catch on. Disappointing, to say the least.
But how can you be so sure? I want to see some proof.
Proof number one. The footprints that led up to where Lisa's body originally was were made with bare feet. None of the prints looked similar to those of common insulated boots, and the arches of the feet were visible. The person who carried out Lisa's body must have had very large feet. I'd say they were at least 16
Is it
inches.
true, though? I know this is more of a snow thing than an ice thing, but, like, when footprints, like, melt or are on things that can melt, don't they get bigger? I think that's a
Proof
thing.
number two. I found fingerprints on the cord of one of the hanging lights in the warehouse. The fingerprints weren't aimed up from below. They were coming directly from the side. Clearly, the giant moved the light because it was in his way.
Ah,
He
okay.
pinched the cord with his fingers. Proof number three. There was nothing else found in the vicinity where Lisa's body was stored. This means the giant carried her out without dragging her across the floor. But there's only one set of footprints. The only conclusion I can draw from this evidence is that a barefooted giant, standing over 10 feet tall, carried Lisa's body out. That concludes the entirety of my proof. Any objections, Melvin?
But there ain't no way a human could ever be that tall.
Have you seen every human alive with your own eyes?
Can you remember the tallest man you've ever met? Like, what kind of logic is that? Have you seen every human?
Well then, you need to forget all your preconceived notions when embarking on an investigation. Whether you come face to face with a 10-foot giant or a skeletal gentleman, you always need to accept everything that comes to you with a clear mind. Do that, and eventually the truth will reveal itself to you. You're a smart kid, I'm sure you understand.
Well, I'll be damned. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Mr. FBI Special Agent, sir. A sharp eye and flawless observational skills. Uncovering the truth with a heady intuition.
It's a fun play on Deadly Premonition.
I won't ever question you again. Heck, I'll do whatever you say.
That's it, Melvin. I'm glad you finally caught on.
Such a douche.
Okay, time to go, Patty. You know this town well, so I'd like you to accompany me from now on.
Patty?
Zach, we found the flying serpent. Now we simply need to locate the 10 maidens. It's time to head on to Alexis's Diner and Lane.
I guess the game expected me to not do that first. Alright, I really gotta pee. What the F's going on there? Hot air balloons? Nope, dang it. Where's my gun? There we go. Guess not. I don't think we can really do much else until she goes home, right? Also, where does she live? Mrs. Carpenter's house. Of course. Alright, well, let's head there, and then there's a phone over there, so we might save there. I'm getting ready to call it quits. Doesn't have to be immediately, but... Also, I'm noticing some X's. I don't know if those are just pickup holes or what. Oh, I can ski on the grass just fine.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess.
That's true. Louisiana has effing crappy
The
roads.
city was built in a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Also, a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even when we still had our car, remember? But this town is different. The streets are all paved so cleanly that we can skate along them without a care in the world. And there's hardly any trash or graffiti to be found anywhere. The Clarksons truly do control this place, for better or worse. It's a good example of how allowing certain people to rise to power can have positive effects as well. Also, don't you find that Southern people are remarkably friendly, even to total strangers?
Hospitality.
Both here and in New Orleans, I've been amazed at how cordial everyone is. Is it just the way things are down here? You certainly don't see that sort of thing in New York or D.C. They never stop to chit-chat, especially when ordering food. They only say what's necessary, without any decoration. The customer only makes eye contact with the waiter about once every 3 times they interact. But that's just
That's a crazy stat that I kind of even believe.
Relationships here are as fluid as an inorganic mechanism running on the smoothest, purest oil there is. And it feels strangely comfortable
all the red
after
things.
spending time in New Orleans and coming here. I think I'm starting to like the Southern disposition. They even have their own breed of bizarre crimes. And besides, the New Orleans area is famous for its paranormal culture. I'm sure it'll entertain us somehow. It's still a bit of a ways off, but perhaps Perhaps we can also do a little case study for our post-retirement plan.
Aww.
What, you still think it's too early for that? I wouldn't say so. It's never too early to be prepared. Come on, I know you're with me on this one, Zach.
That's fun. Upon first glance, it would seem the red dots are perhaps squirrels? Oh my lord, they steal things. And it has the old-fashioned combat music from Deadly Premonition, because I'm fighting squirrels! Oh my lord, that is wild. That's insane. Okay, I saw some other stuff happening over here. Let's get on over there. Don't start a conversation though, York, because I don't want to have to wait. Oh, it's just a toolbox and oh, I can go camping, right, I forgot. Start a fire to keep animals and red shadows away to create a safe zone. Camping outside can catch a cold or get chilled now while you're in a safe zone. Safety first. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and bop that one up. So I gotta wait until 10:30. So I might as well camp, I guess. I mean, I could go exploring a little bit more. But I feel like we'll have time for that. I want to advance the story just a little bit more, and then I think we'll call it quits. York's beloved ride. It's definitely faster than walking, that's for sure. Did I not bring a sleeping bag? I thought I had a sleeping bag. Ooh, that's fun. Oh yeah, we're almost done with this, like, chapter, I guess. Defeat wild dogs, pink dogs, killer bees, and spoilers and blue squirrels. What's going on? And do I have to shoot them with rubber bullets? Melvin even told us it was dangerous to fight humans. Are we gonna hurt the animals too? You know what? Lethal bullets are dangerous, or rubber bullets may be lethal and dangerous. But you know what we can defeat these squirrels with?
This town sure is peaceful, Zach. Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach?
We may not be able to use bullets on you. But surely some good old-fashioned punching will do the trick! He faded away! Canonically, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not killing them, I'm knocking them out. It's like D&D, you melee lets you take them alive. Rare kill bonus, I guess I am killing them. Well, that's upsetting. I'm still canonically gonna say it's not a kill, because I'm knocking them out with my melee weapons. Well, that's interesting.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more
he's already
than
said this one
before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case...
We could call. What's happening? Oh, that's a phone. Okay. I mean, sure, let's call. Let's see what's happening here. It's probably going to be nothing. Oh, wait, no, there's a thing on the map, so maybe it'll be something.
Looks like a case of bad timing, Zach. Let's come back later.
Okay. Not quite sure what it is. Can it tell me? Guess not. Oh, she's got bowling pins in her front yard. That's cute. And she's got a doggy. I must go say hi to doggy. Got a low quality plate. Hi, doggy. So I guess I can't pet the dog. That's disappointing. Certainly don't want to punch the dog.
Looks like a case of bad timing, Zach. Let's come back later.
You alright there, Patty? Alright, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and save and then call it, so that way, like, I imagine once we finish this little story chunk, it'll go back to Aaliyah, and I imagine that will also be a pretty long scene, and I'm feeling really, I am loving this so much, but I am feeling a little bit tired of just staring at the screen. So I'm going to call it there. I am effing loving this game. The only thing that I legitimately do not like and that does really annoy me is the loading screen coming out into the overworld is obnoxious. Like, there's a lot of mechanic stuff that's fine. Like, the frame rate in the overworld is just kind of charming in how crappy it is. It doesn't, like, degrade from the gameplay itself, really. It's not like Deadly Premonition was going for revolutionary graphics. But the loading screen is real bad, and that's kind of a disappointment because, like, the nature of the overworld is you are going to be entering that level many times. So having to sit through like a 30 to 40 second loading screen every time is kind of obnoxious. Aside from that, I'm effing loving this game. The Aaliyah storyline with old Zach is wild. The fact that Zach is being treated like he's dangerous and that's something he's done bad things is really interesting. Greenvale got brought up. We didn't really go into it, and I understand why. This is supposed to be its own story, but that's really cool. York is charming as effing ever. Jeff Kramer's voice performance is fantastic. I love Patty. Melvin's pretty good. His kind of gimmick of like doing taglines for fake movies, it's kind of fun. It's hit or miss. Sometimes it's just kind of annoying. I love David's whole deal. He's his own little... I saw him and I was like, is the first character we're gonna meet gonna be wacky? Oh no, he's a really normal dude. And then like immediately, no. He's got his own weird thing happening. Weird side quest at the bowling alley. We're skateboarding to get around town. This game's freaking amazing already. I'm loving it so much, and I cannot wait to get back to it tomorrow. But for now, good night, everybody.